Most call the sport recreation.
We're looking for dimples in the sand.
The dimples are made by razor clams that poke their necks out of the sand. Clam diggers use a long-barreled tube with a handle that's called a clam gun to catch them.
Two for two, Grant. Jeez, you're good. Here's one right here.
Each spring, more than 800,000 razor clams are harvested off 18 miles of shoreline between Seaside and the Columbia River. Near the Peter Iredale shipwreck at Fort Stevens State Park,
never clammed on camera before.
Paul Watt says one man's recreation is actually his research.
The backside of this bar is usually the best digging. Every day is definitely different.
Paul is knee-deep in the chilly salt water,
One down.
trying out his latest clam gun model that takes the strain out of the sport. You see, Watt designs and builds the popular tools that many folks use to catch their suppers from the sea.
It's addicting because you never know what you're going to get for a clam, big one or a little one, or it's just a lot of fun. I love it.
Watt's a structural engineer by education, a welder by trade, but the lifelong coastie has earned a nickname the past 3 decades, King of the Clam Guns. Inside his Bay City welding shop, they cut out the parts, shape the tubes, and attach the handles, not out of aluminum or plastic, but stainless steel.
If you feel this, it's really thin, but yet it's very strong, and it's slick. So it goes into the sand really well.
And look right here, near the bottom of the gun. Watt's created a tiny release valve that's made the sport easier than ever.
You stay pretty dry digging clams.
The tiny valve breaks the vacuum created by pulling up the sand. Diggers have long complained that that vacuum slows them down and leads to sore backs as they struggle to lift the sand-filled guns. Watt says, not anymore. He's even built a child's model, so young Ryan Mazzei can easily dig his limit too.
You kept after that guy. Good job. Way to go.
If you decide to go, know that a shellfish license is required. You must dig your own clams, and you must keep the first 15 in your own container. Oh, and what does Paul like to do with all those daily limits of delicious razor clams?
We broil them in the oven, make them nice and crispy with a little breading, and the flavor stays really good.
A fine way to round out a day's adventure. At Fort Stevens State Park, with photographer Jeff Kastner, Grant McComey, KGW.